Uttanasana. So this is a variation of Uttanasana using a chair and a bolster and a wall. So you're going to take the chair and you're actually going to fold it up. And you're going to face the bottom of the seat towards the wall and place the legs right in the corner where the wall meets the floor. And then you're just going to drop a bolster down at the bottom. Stand with your legs hip distance apart and place the bar of the chair in the crease of your legs and your waist. And then carefully bend forward, placing your forehead, the top of your head on that support, and allowing your arms to rest wherever's comfortable for you. I like to take my arms behind my head on the bolster. But you might find that having your arms dangle by your sides works better for you. This is a highly supported variation of Uttanasana, but the legs are still working and strong. So allow your thighs to be active and bring balanced pressure into both feet. So the mounds of your big toes, mounds of your little toes, your inner and outer heels press firmly into the floor, creating a strong and stable foundation. And let your head become heavy. A supported variation of Uttanasana done in this way can really help with anxiety, as it brings support not only to the head, but what feels like to the mind. We live in a world where life is busy, and there's so much stimulation happening all around us. Anxiety creeps in, and it affects most of our population. So this is a great place to come if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling the worry creep into your body, the thoughts of the unknown. Allow yourself to be supported with yoga. Remain strong in your legs and soft in your upper body as it waterfalls over that chair. Let yourself become heavier and heavier. And now very slowly, take your hands to the wall, bend your knees, walk your hands up the wall, being mindful that you don't bump your head. Come all the way up to standing, and with your hands on the wall, open your eyes and just stare at the wall. And give yourself a few moments here to let your head clear. So don't be in a hurry to just walk away, but let yourself come back to your stability. And then remove that bolster. Open the chair seat so the chair doesn't fall. Join your feet. Bring your arms down by your sides. And stand in Tadasana. Purvottanasana. For this variation of Purvottanasana, you're going to want to take 2 chairs. And you don't have to have 2 yoga chairs. The second chair could be a dining room chair. So you're going to take your yoga chair first and face the seat towards the center of the room and have that chair be closest to the wall. And then you're going to fold a pillow and place that pillow on top of your bolster, on top of the second chair. And this could be the dining room chair. And then you're going to carefully step through the chair and then reach back and pull your second chair in close. Then grab the bolster and with your sitting bones on the chair seat, hamstrings off, pull the bolster into your low back, arc your chest, lie back, being mindful that you don't hit your head on the back bar of the second chair, and then rest your head on the pillow that you folded. Once you have that, hold the chair legs and start to straighten your legs, taking just your toes and metatarsals up the wall. So you're not reaching your heels as much as you can, but you're just allowing your feet to be held by the wall. And then interlace your fingers on your upper abdomen. Let your elbows hang by your sides. Close your eyes and go inward. Make any necessary adjustments that you need to make at the beginning of the pose, and then bring stillness to your body. And this is easier said than done, as sometimes we may feel like we have an itch, or we want to adjust and readjust the position. But this can become distracting. So see if you can ask yourself for total stillness, so that you can turn your awareness inside. And now very slowly, I want you to move your hands down to your lower abdomen, changing your arms just slightly, but feeling a potential big difference in how you feel in the pose. Some of you will find this to be more comforting. This is an excellent pose to visit if you feel like you're getting sick, if you feel like you have a cough, or you just feel like you're coming down with something. Supported Purvottanasana is so incredible for nurturing the body, for bringing that soft energy back to the body, and for just caring for yourself. And now release the interlace of your fingers and simply allow your arms to hang by your sides. Now you're not taking your arms as wide as you possibly can, but you're just allowing them to fall where they would naturally fall if you let them down by your sides. For some of you, this will feel like a lot on your upper chest, your armpit chest, and your shoulders. For others of you, this won't feel like much. Don't be in a hurry to find an intense stretch. That's not what we're looking for. But as you remain here, I want you to gently turn your palms to face out. And this will move your arms about 2 or 3 inches wider than they were before, opening your chest and armpits a little bit more. Feeling that gentle stretch come in the upper chest, armpit chest. And some of you may feel your arms start to tingle, or your hands may feel pins and needles. Allow yourself to remain if you can tolerate it. And if you can't tolerate it, you can simply fold your hands back on your abdomen. And now very slowly, everybody return your hands to your abdomen, your upper abdomen. Interlace your fingers and rest there. And let your facial expression remain soft as if you were in Shavasana. And allow yourself to be held by the posture, held by the support. Very slowly release your hands and hold the back bar of the chair. And just allow your palms and your fingers to rest on that back bar. And then bend one leg at a time and place both feet on the floor. Being mindful of the back bar behind you, slowly come up, chest first, head last. Press the bolster away from you and slide your entire body onto that chair seat and rest. Bring your spine to a state of neutral. Facial expression stays soft as you allow your body to absorb the posture. And now very slowly, turn around and face the chair behind you and press it away so that you have plenty of room to come out of the chair safely. Carefully step one leg out and then the other. Join your feet together so your big toe mounds touch and your heels touch, and bring your arms down by your sides for Tadasana. Setubandha Sarvangasana. For this pose, you're going to need 2 bolsters and a belt. So you're going to start by taking the bolsters and placing them vertically on your mat in a line so that they make one long bolster. This is going to support your entire body so that you're able to fully let go in this pose. You're going to sit on the middle of the bolsters, take your belt, and make a loop. And then you're going to place both feet, one at a time, in the belt. And you're just going to loosely belt your ankles. So you're not trying to make this belt tight, but you should have about 2 to 4 inches between your ankle bones. And just make sure that the belt buckle is not touching your skin. And then you're going to lie down so that your entire back, your neck, and even the back of your head is supported on the bolsters. And then you're going to slide your body back on those bolsters so that the skin of your upper body goes over your shoulders and down your back. This will help to hold your chest open. And to keep you in a position where your armpit chest feels free and your upper chest feels really much more open than your normal posture. Sometimes when I do this pose, oftentimes, I'll find I need to push just a little bit more so that my shoulders are firmly on the floor. The back of your head rests gently on the floor. And then because of the nature of the props, your sternum moves towards your chin. There's such an openness of your chest that it allows your chin and sternum to come closer to one another, which creates a squeezing of the front of your neck, which is really good for your thyroid. Be mindful to not press the back of your head. Be mindful to not grip the two sides of your throat. Let your legs go, let your feet go. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward. So this is a beautifully supportive, restorative variation of Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, which is a variation of shoulder stand. And whenever we practice shoulder stand or a variation of, we can tune ourselves into the nurturing qualities of these poses. Salamba Sarvangasana is often called the mother pose of yoga because of those nurturing qualities, because you feel held, you feel supported. And when you come out of one of these types of poses, you feel better. So allow the props to hold your body open, to bring a gentle stretch to the abdomen, gentle opening to the rib cage, and a softening of your lower body. Those of you who have back pain when you start to open your chest or do any sort of backward bending motion may find that this variation of Setu Bandha Sarvangasana serves you really nicely. And this is because there's a little bit of space between the legs. We're not hard belting the ankles, but there's a little bit of room for your feet to be organic. And so this will relieve pressure from the low back. But you may still feel a little bit of sensation there. Don't be alarmed. This is normal. We are still opening the chest. And for those of us who have a rounded chest or do a lot of work sitting or driving, anytime we start to open the chest, the pressure gets pushed to the low back or the neck. So just a reminder that in yoga, there is pain that comes along this path to finding freedom in your body. And we have to be willing to turn and face that pain. In our normal lives, we oftentimes will run away from pain or avoid pain, but in yoga, it's a little bit different. Now, very slowly, I want you to take your feet out of the belt, so it should be loose enough to allow you to do that easily. Take your feet to either side of the bolster and rest your knees on one another. Make this effortless so that they're falling into one another, so that there's nothing in your legs holding your knees together. Simply rest here for a moment. And then very slowly turn to your right side. Come all the way off that bolster. Turn down to come up. And take a simple cross-legged seat. Place your palms on your thighs and rest. Salamba Sarvangasana in the chair. So for this pose, you're going to need a chair, a sticky mat, a bolster, and a blanket. I want you to start by taking the sticky mat and folding it in half and then in half again, and place that sticky mat on the chair seat. Then you're going to take a blanket and you're going to place that on top of the sticky mat. And this is for comfort. So the sticky mat will keep you in the chair and the blanket's there for comfort. And then you're going to take the bolster and place it underneath the chair seat. Sit on the chair and swing your legs over the back bar. Now this is the most important part of getting into this pose. You have to walk your buttocks through the opening of the back of the chair and lie your entire back on the chair seat. This will help to keep the chair from tipping over. Arc your chest and waterfall your chest over the chair seat, slowly sliding yourself down until your shoulders touch the bolster. You have to tuck your chin to be able to do this and place the back of your head on the floor. You can grab the bolster with your hands and carefully adjust it so that it's fully supporting your shoulders. Your sacrum rests on the edge of the chair seat. And then I want you to extend your legs straight and have them touching the back bar. This variation of shoulder stand is so supportive and so potent because it allows you to stay in the pose with an open chest, and it allows you to stay for time. So be sure that you're being held at your sacrum and not that the chair is hitting you in your lower back or your lumbar. That's to be avoided. Take your arms into cactus pose so that your arms are bent at 90 degrees, your backs of your hands rest on the floor, and your palms face up. Charge your legs so that they're working and make one leg from two. So though it's a supported variation of shoulder stand, that doesn't mean that it's void of effort. The legs are strong and they're working. And the more you work your legs, the less you'll feel the backs of your knees on that back bar, which can become irritating. Allow your legs to remain strong so that there's a lightness that's created on that back bar. Reach through the mounds of your big toes, starting all the way from your inner groins, extending your inner leg through your knees, your ankles, your inner heels, and the mounds of your big toes. Allow your face to stay neutral in Shavasana face, softening your cheeks, your eyes, the space between your brow, your temple skin. Let both sides of your throat remain soft. And avoid pressing your lower jaw forward. Instead, allow your bottom teeth to separate from your top teeth. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth and turn your attention inside. And now very slowly, bend your knees and put your feet on the back bar of the chair, and then take your feet to the chair seat. Hold on to the chair and slowly slide out so that your shoulders come out first and your pelvis, your sacrum, lower back land on that bolster and your calves land on the chair seat. And then press the chair seat away so that it holds you in the backs of your knees, your calves. And there's a big angle that's created between your thighs and your belly. This is known as Tadika Mudra, or the pooling of the belly, or the creation of a lake in the belly, where you can almost feel a hollowness or an emptiness come to the belly area. But it's comforting, soothing. Let yourself remain here as if you are taking your Shavasana. And if you find your mind wandering, bring your awareness back to the present moment by turning your attention to your breath. Bring your awareness in, allowing the outside world to remain just that, outside of you. Embrace your inner world. And take this moment to be there fully. Now very slowly bend your elbows and take your hands to your ribs. Rest your hands on your torso, bringing peace and a comforting embrace. And then slowly bend both knees into your chest. Roll to your right side. Come all the way off that bolster and rest on your side. And then turn down to come up. Take a simple cross-legged seat. Rest your palms on your thighs and go in. And now it's time for Shavasana. Today we're going to take Shavasana with a bolster underneath your knees. And this is really nice for the low back. So you'll start with a blanket for your head. You're going to fold it so that it's a thin blanket. It's just giving you comfort between your skull and the floor. And then set the bolster underneath your knees. And as you lie back, adjust the bolster so it's directly underneath your knees. And before you straighten your legs, lift your buttocks up. Push your upper buttocks towards your heels and then slowly straighten your legs, allowing that bolster to support behind your knees while still keeping both heels on the ground. Make any adjustments to your head and neck, and then allow your arms to come down by your sides. Let go everywhere, let loose everywhere. Some days it feels like dropping into Shavasana is very easy. And other days it can feel like one of the hardest poses that we practice. So use this time to bring your awareness to softening, surrendering, letting go of the body, letting go of the mind, the thoughts. Just for this moment, followed by this moment, followed by this moment. knowing that everything that you need to tend to is waiting for you after this Shavasana, that there's no need to put your attention there. It's coming for you. Put your attention on your surrender. Let go of your practice. Let go of the poses, the judgments, the successes, the failures. Let go of all of that. And in the words being spoken, it makes this process sound easy. But that is up to you. So as you lay here with your eyes closed, see if you can broaden your focus inside your mind. Allow your eyes to sink into the sockets and to move outward. And notice as you allow your eyes to move outward, your attention moves inward. Soften all the muscles of your face. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Separate your teeth and wet your lips. And allow yourself to feel free in your body, free in your mind. Making space and room for the energy of your practice to descend upon your being. The afterglow, allowing, inviting, opening to the beautiful benefits of the practice that you just did for yourself. Allow your mind and your body to soften to this energy. And then slowly bend your elbows and place your hands on your lower belly. And bend both knees into your chest and roll to your right side, resting on your side. Turn down to come all the way up and find a simple cross-legged seat. Join your palms together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for your practice today. Namaskar. Have a wonderful day.